Day 29, learn some psychology. I would argue that when you're in college, if you go to college, because what if I told you that actually has nothing to do with business success? It can help, it can absolutely be a privilege and an advantage, but it's not necessary and not required. What I'm getting at is you don't need to do this while you're in school, but it's when you're already in college, it's a lot easier than when you're not to like sit in on a couple classes even if you're not registered for them. And I would say accounting, so finance classes in general, like econ is a good class. Like a general nutrition class is a good one to sit in on or take, or even as an elective. And then what I'm getting at in this one, psychology. And this is maybe one of the biggest mistakes. I didn't do like AP Psych in high school. I didn't do a single psych class in college. And I kind of regret it for the simple fact that people make purchase decisions based on an emotion. And therefore, figuring out or knowing the best how people think and how people arrive at their decision making actually puts you at a huge advantage. This is not the place to start going into all the intricacies and all the like psychological tricks or details that people do in ads, but look that up, not figuring out, excuse me, but understanding and getting a very good concept, a working concept and grasp of how people think is going to give you a huge heads up and a huge advantage. And somebody told me that buying something, like, it triggers your serotonin. It's very similar to like the high you get from working out, which makes sense, that's how people, it should be like a pleasure effect, people buying your product or service. That's the effect that it should have. Like there should be some element of pleasure to it. There's all sorts of different psychological triggers you can use, but let's just say that it's not like a life or death situation and it's in fact pleasurable. It's a huge asset to use your service. And if they don't use your product or service, there's no way on earth that they're going to achieve X, Y, and Z result. Understand what I'm putting down? So again, learn some psychology. You don't have to do it at a college campus. You can take some classes. You can like get your hands on a textbook that you can like go back to and reference a lot. But start getting a working grasp of how people think, and it will absolutely make a huge difference in your business success.